And we are not, I repeat, we are not late and gay. Huzzah, everyone! Huzzah! Everyone rejoice, for we are not late and gay. However, what you are looking at is not foreshadowing in any way, shape, or form. I will have you know. Who is rolling dice? I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Uh, what you are looking at is going to be the screen that we're going to be using for in case when I decide that it's time to switch screens, hide stuff from the the audience and whatnot. But for right now, what we're going to do is we're going to uncover and reveal the setup. Voila! And as advertised before, you have the Realm Shade track, you have the character creature conversion chart, and you have all the players in the top of the screen. Yeah, Arden Party, you randomly rolling, messing up my shit. Anyways, so we have, as usual, as per normal, the art of the game. And these come courtesy of Striker, one of our fans in the Discord who made these three wonderful pieces. Aren't these pretty, guys? Okay, can you see what I'm looking at here?
Give me a second. I'll see what we see.
And then we have another lovely contribution from the one and only Trim, who did this lovely piece, which illustrated our first scene at the end of the first episode. You've got you got Seth over here holding a dwarf up by the hair. You've got a dwarf who's been demoralized, shaving his own beard. You've got Satis being dragged by a female dwarf, and uh, Patriot, whose character name is Xander, deciding that he's coming along too with the bearded brick house dwarf, the thick dwarf. All right. And so that is all the art that we have at the moment. And so we're going to do a little hidey hidey again just to, keep the mystery, keep the tension going. And who wants to refresh me on what happened in last in the first season? Now, it's been 2 weeks, ladies and gentlemen. It's been 2 weeks because your carnal is oppressed. He is a victim of Le Susan. Uh, they don't like this game. They don't want this game to succeed. And it is more than obvious by their actions. Every time that I have done a successful stream of this, we get hammered. And I have been on a 2 week ban for live streaming Hollow Knight, of all bloody things. So, who wants to do a quick recap of what happened 3 weeks ago? It has been 3 weeks since our first cliffhanger session. So, who wants to do a recap, or do I have to do it for you?
Well, it is your game, and I would suggest that any details that the rest of us miss, you should be able to fill in
Of
because,
course.
well, yeah. um, as best I recall, I had my character Bonum Satis had basically fallen into the paladin role and decided that yeah, what Seth was doing was not acceptable.
Aha. So, moral fagging from the paladin. Nothing new. Nothing new.
No, no, nothing new at all.
So, Seth, what do you have to say for yourself?
Uh, Nothing too important other than I'm doing my job. This is what I was told to do. This is what I belong under. This is where my morals stand. I will fight till the death.
Okay,
And so will you.
which brings us to the shade and the nature of the shade. Now, before we get into the face-off that is bound to occur, I want the audience to understand something about the Shades of Dominion. When these Shade Mages took their power, took their character aspects that they used to uh, sling the shade around, they are bound by these things called Shade Afflictions. And what we're going to do is to help you understand what exactly is about to go down. I'm going to have each of the players read the descriptions of their dominions so that you understand what is happening and why. Because it seems kind of strange and gratuitous that these people would just, you know, without cause and just reason, attack and be at odds with one another. But there are very good reasons, and it's part of the magic of shades. So I'm gonna have Xander, known as Patriot Brunchcast, to go ahead and read his dominion.
A sure thing. Um, the dominion of Aether is the
Yes.
source of illusion, knowledge, and manipulation. Its powers include those of invisibility and disguise, the ability to move using the spaces in between, the power to read and addle the mind. It is the power of the unseen, the indescribable, the ineffable, the desire to know what has never been known. It is the skill of ingenuity and innovation, the need of discovery for its own sake, the yearning to free one's self from all corporeal ties and cares, the hunger for the freedom to soar among the firmament made manifest, the frightening powers of logic and deduction used with utmost precision. And for all of that promise, you'll be transformed into a distant personage. You will sacrifice intimacy for absolute certainty. You will trade the spotlight for your own solitary genius. You will never be intimidating or respected for your power. You will always trade secrets, lies, and half truths. You will feel more comfortable with objects than persons. You may even learn to prefer machines to men. This is the price of being aether stained by the shade.
All right. And next up, and yes, Patriot will have to mute himself repeatedly. We learned this when we were troubleshooting. And Seth, you are up. Go ahead and give us the description of the Dominion of Corruption, your special child.
So, as part of the membership of the Dominion of Corruption, the source is ambition, darkness, and death. It is the motivation to stoop low enough to pick up the lower regardless of the cost. It is the need to terrify and humiliate your friends and foes. With it, I will have the satisfaction of knowing I hold the lives of my enemies in my hands. I will be able to power my spells with blood, be able to command the very shadows. Yes, sorry. Eldritch powers which will itch at my fingertips. Mortals' wounds will be but mere scratches upon my coil. The dead will rise to do my bidding. Demons will whisper secrets into my ears, will even be able to rip horrors from my enemies' minds. They will serve at my side. I will have the hunger and means to satisfy my every desire. And for all of that promise, I will treat everyone I meet as objects of my own ends. I will have I will have to hide my true self from the innocent, naive masses. I will have to hide myself from the light of day. My bizarre connections to death will cast a macabre tone to the dealings with the rest of society. I drive to get the job done and will leave a trail of innocent lives in my wake. No amount of money or power could hide. This is the price of being corruption stained by the shade.
In other words, he worked for the Clintons. Next, we have we have Ardent Party, who is of the Dominion of Purity. If you wouldn't mind, sir, go ahead and give us your descriptions.
Ah. The Dominion of Purity is the source of light, order, and protection. It possesses the powers of healing and refreshment. It specializes in the ability to protect from harm. This is the power that establishes rule of law. The holy flames of justice will lash back at your foes. Impenetrable, unseen shields defend against foreign attacks. Soldiers stand in organized phalanx formations at your command. Your shield gleams with supernal glory, deflecting both spell and blade alike. Your soldiers bolster, encourage, and defend one another. You can banish enemies for the time needed to make peace with their fellows, then deal with them when they arrive empty handed. And at a moment's notice, you can reveal your divine nature and take to the heavens with eagle's wings. You can restore health to the wounded and return the artifact to shining brand new glory. For all of that promise, you will forever remain an idealistic fool. You will always tell the truth, even to those who will use it against you. Your naivety will cause your powers to harm the innocent. Worse yet, you will alienate your allies by demanding they live up to your impossible standards and expectations. You will be a neat freak. Listen, just because I polish my sword every night before hanging, and you will even abstain from a just cause because the battle lacks honor. This is the price of being purity stained by the shade.
And that is why.
Ah.
Yes, and that is why we are in the predicament we that our players find themselves in today. You see, what happened is their shade afflictions had a clashing, and this is not only acceptable in this game, it's part of it's a feature, not a bug. So here we begin, where we took off. Oh, you're not supposed to see that. Anyway, so when we'd left off, not Satis, Seth over here had killed a dwarf and terrorized the two others, completely demoralized them, demoralized one into shaving off his beard, and decided that after demoralizing them and getting everything that he wanted out of them, that he was still going to kill them, because that is one of his shade afflictions. He cannot leave any survivors. Ardent, however, is a purity mage. And as
Yeah.
a purity mage, he also has afflictions. For example, not to throw him under the bus, but he must always tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
So help me gods.
Gods, indeed. Now, he also must always stand up for the weak and powerless, and at the time that they were finished with the dwarves and getting the information out of them, they were most certainly weak and powerless. And well, when you're faced with a corruption mage who can't leave any survivors, you go from weak and powerless to dead pretty quick, unless you have a shade mage to figure that crap out. Now, um, there's a twist, because we actually have our first donation of the stream.
Excellent.
Yes. And it comes from none other than our own Patriot Brunchcast.
Ah, good
And
man.
he has donated $10 to the stream. And here's what we're going to do. We are going to show you what he has inflicted upon our players.
Oh dear.
Some of you might have seen this coming, but here it is. A mantis rider. Now we're going to put the mantis rider in the box here. Mantis rider, power 3, toughness 3, mana cost 3, and it is a rare. However, it also has haste, flying, and indestructible. No, not indestructible. Vigilance. So, as you can tell,
I'm not that mean.
yeah, I know. Well, regrettably, you haven't paid me to send an Eldrazi at them yet. So we're waiting for that. By the way, we are waiting for the Eldrazi roll. So that's what we have at this present time, staring down our poor players. And so, not only do we have a dead dwarf and two shade mages that are about to face off, we have a timely intercession. Do do do. Do do do. Now, it has 9 wounds and has a skill bonus of 9, and it has toughness of 3. So, do y'all want to narrate this, or how do we want to start this? Because what we're at is a standstill, or a former standstill. So, oh, one thing we do have to address is errors from last session. Is by the way, Ardent Party, when you cast the banish,
Yes.
that was my mistake. You were not supposed to be allowed to cast it twice in a row.
Ah, okay.
Also, Patriot, you were allowed to let your creature attack immediately after it was summoned. That was a no-no. That was also a bad Shade Master. However, so in addition, the situation we have here is we have the two dwarves who were being oppressed by the corruption mage over here, deciding running away after the corruption mage was confronted by the purity mage because he cannot permit the innocent and the defenseless, the weak and the harmless to be oppressed by, well, an oppressor, a tyrant, a cold-blooded fiend, as it were. Do do do. And Arden tells me that he's having some sort of lag. However, at the time that y'all are about to come to blows, there emerges from the wall not a mantis rider per se, but most certainly a mechanical spider-like being. If some of you have played Skyrim, you would recognize this as a those Dwemer spiders, jumbo size. That is what is staring at you. A huge metal contraption that is just clicking and about to decide to tear into y'all. So, we have our dice rolls. We have our players in play. And Arden is telling me something is okay. Oh my god. How are we not hearing me?
You should be fine. Arden, you might want to check your audio output.
Yeah. Okay, Arden
No,
is
because we
having.
could hear you. That's input.
Okay, so
Right.
Arden's having audio issues. That's fantastic.
We
Um,
just checked this. What do we do?
I don't know. I don't know. How did we boomer this, guys? How did we do this?
And everyone was complaining about my setup. Just keep that in mind.
Well, to be fair, Echo is hellish and annoying, but again, not
Twitch,
your
I'm
fault.
so sorry. Both Arden and Shade Master were talking at the same time. My Twitch has got 3 viewers, so apparently someone's listening to this, and I'm so sorry.
Oh my god. How dare you? How dare you apologize for my stream? Besides, I want to see combat. So,
Right.
so Arden, can you hear us now?
Arden, can you hear Shade? Relog your browser then real quick. There should be a section under audio and visual. Where is it?
It should be under settings, the gear.
Yeah. No. Audio, video. not video display, but audio video chat, and then hit reconnect.
Yeah, I just did that.
Oh,
Okay.
sweet. I can hear
Sweet.
you.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Awesome.
We're all back in business again. Thanks be to something.
So off to combat.
All right.
Um.
So,
Oh wait. Okay.
okay. So to explain, what did you miss?
I saw the mantis rider moving closer. I assume it's in proximity to be noticed at this point.
Oh no, it straight up broke through the wall, and what you see approaching you, if you've ever played Skyrim, is one of those Dwemer spiders, jumbo sized. Like it is
Oh.
just clicking and clacking and generally running towards you. It is a metallic spider-like
Oh, lovely.
creature, and its stats are if I
I
can
Mean.
believe I believe the phrase I'm looking for is filthy mechanical demon.
well, it has
So
9 wounds. It has a skill test bonus of 9. It has 3 toughness and it has 3 protection points. So you have your work cut out for you.
so this is what I would like to do to start off.
Guys, I have an ability I wanted that I could use at the beginning of the round, and I just wanted to know if I'm in range, if I could use it before. It says I could use the dirty trick on anybody who's within 5 feet, and I'm not sure if that Mantis Rider's in range.
No, he is not.
Oh,
From the blue mage, he is 10 feet. From me, he is 15 feet, and from the white mage, he is 15 feet.
thank you.
Yep.
Actually, the Mantis Rider actually ends its movement right here.
Oh dear.
So
So,
5, and from the white mage, 10 feet.
Hmm.
Then I really want to use that ability.
So does he
you
take up the entirety of this area?
yep, he is of massive size.
So he's kind of hard to miss, is what you're saying.
Can I walk through it?
You can try. I won't stop you from attempting it.
Awesome. So what I'm first going to do is I'm going to tell the white mage, I will deal with you in a fucking moment, and I want to charge towards the two dwarves I was fucking with earlier.
Really?
Yes, I have a debt I owe. These two need to die.
No, 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 no. Oh, no, no. No, you don't understand. You see, this ancient spider awoke as a protector and guardian of the dwarves, and you happen to be right next to a dead one. So, as you attempt to run away, roll me a defense check. And now he has a pole arm, which means your defense roll is going to be. Da, 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 give me thievery.
Thievery, give me just a second so I can pull up my character sheet so I know what my bonus is.
Yes.
6. Okay. Skill test. 6.
You are
Horrid.
you are uh you are sliced and diced. It's gonna roll a let's see, that would be a D6.
What was it? Does it have cleave?
No,
Oh, thank God.
hang on. Let me do slash.
Carnal, you're being requested to turn up your gain by Caucasian in the chat.
Oh, turn up my gain. So, is this better?
Yeah, that's definitely louder to me.
Okay, awesome. All right, thank you, Caucasian. Good to see you, buddy. As you can tell, I've been manning a game, so I am not looking at chat as often as I should be. Thank you, sir. Now, back to. Okay, so you rolled a d6, and it's 3 plus 3. He's going to swipe it. The spider slashes you with its talons, dealing 6 damage.
Cool. That's one wound down.
You can. You can do a. You can do a counterattack.
Not if I'm exhausted. That's a whole wound.
Okay. All right. Then you are exhausted. And you can since you did try to move, you are around right here is where we're gonna put you.
Cool.
We'll give you
Uh,
that much grace. But no, this yes, yes, chicks love scars. So the scarred corruption mage is getting some beauty marks, as it were. So y'all have a massive mechanical angry spider, angry that you messing with its people.
Oh dear.
So, and for the record, we can now track shade. Um, I have the Aether Mage selected. This first red bubble is going to be their health. The green bubble is their stain shade, their uh, the shade that is actually colored and
Color.
whatnot. And then you have the unstained shade, the gray, the colorless shade. So as they cast their spells, I will be hovering over them, and you will watch them change these values from their spells each time as they cast. So, uh, ladies and gentlemen, give me your actions. What are we doing from here?
How much
I'd like
does
to
a
use a dirty trick.
You may do that now, sir.
how much is it to ready myself?
A half action on your turn.
Okay. Then can I go ahead and ready myself?
No, your turn was moving and then
Okay.
getting attacked. Actually, hmm, hmm.
As an ending of my turn, ready myself.
You can do that, yes, but that will be the end of your turn.
That's fine.
Okay. All right. And who's up next? And by the way, Satis, Mr. Purity Mage,
Yes.
you do have Jare still like eyes wide looking at you going, "Oh shit, we need to go." Like she is she is eyes wide. Like you don't know if this is something she's ever seen before.
Yeah. I already had the impression that she was terrified. Now I guess she's just terrified plus.
Yeah.
um, just one
Upgrading
second.
your subscription.
And so, during the midst of that distraction, we have Xander, also known as Patriot Brunchcast. Sir, it is your turn.
Okay, great. I'd like to use the
Oh,
dirty
I'm
trick to
sorry.
start. Hopefully, I can, get this mantis rider, or I'll shout this to the party. I will attempt to distract this beast.
All right, now describe to us what Dirty Trick does again.
What it does is it morphs the terrain around me, and it makes it so that the any creature within 5 feet or in my immediate vicinity is becomes exhausted, is not able to have a good footing, and it can't really fight this turn. But game mechanics speaking, it gets exhausted. I
Okay,
have to roll an acrobatics versus insight test.
okay.
Ooh, that's unfortunate for a white mage.
Thinking how that might be a bad idea.
Well, it's a good idea for me, and I'm the one who's in attack range of that mantis.
This is true.
And this is a free action, correct?
Yes.
All right.
Okay. Have we come back to my action yet? Or did I lose it for being distracted?
You're gonna get your turn after the Aether Mage. So as the free action, go ahead and I think you
Okay, I
have
got
to.
to spend one. Excuse me. I have to spend one of the aether uh, shades.
Yeah, go ahead and do that now. Take the middle bubble and change it to a 3. All right, there we go. And within 1 square, so this whole area here, next to you will be affected by a skill test roll, which is what again?
1 minute, you guys.
In my case, it's insight. I believe it says acrobatics versus insight. I think the mantis gets acrobatics and I get insight.
Okay, let me look that up. Okay, dirty trick. Before combat round begins, you may pay. Okay, yeah, you get to roll um acrobatics versus insight. Okay, so I want you to roll the acrobatics, and the mantis will roll the insight. Does that make sense?
Uh, I guess.
All right, so the mantis is going to roll its insight, and you get to roll the acrobatics. Oof. All right, so the mantis is in fact exhausted. It's all eight of its legs somehow mysteriously crumple as the ground is shifting underneath. There's a slight rumble, and it just kind of starts to trip and fall. However, Satis, give me a insight check.
Insight. Hunting for that on my sheet. Uh, Good gods. Oh, 0. So what am I rolling? Just a single d6 or
3d6. It's a skill
3?
test.
Okay. There we are. And I can't
Oof.
see that, but I think it was bad.
Oof. You
Oh
rolled
dear.
you rolled a 5.
I had
That's
to look at the chat on the side. I'm like, oh god, no. I see the 2 ones. I just couldn't make out the 3.
okay. So
I'm
the earth
sorry, my friend.
So
But
the earth is so shaken that our dear monk paladin hospitaller does nothing more than fall over and trip on top of the brick house stacked thick dwarf.
Excellent.
It's a soft landing.
She's pillowy.
Yes. It's a soft landing. You're not wounded. You're just exhausted. Okay, so you're gonna have to spend a half action to ready yourself to get up, and then you may we're gonna change this. You are now right here.
Where have I gone? Oh, okay.
Yeah, you're under the dwarf somehow. That's canon now. Um,
The dwarf is riding him.
Let's just assume that in my benevolence, I decided to roll in such a way that I wasn't throwing all of my weight down. No, let's not roll her closer to the threat.
you
We'll decide that I rolled away from the hole and took her with me.
the Shade Master has spoken. Now,
Oh dear.
you may now
Right.
ready yourself, picking the. Okay, go ahead and narrate readying yourself out of this scenario.
Oh dear gods. Uh, so, gods. um. Okay. Well, I'm going to have to get her out of the way. So, can I move her? Let's say west.
I will move her
Thank
that
you.
way for
That
you.
was the direction I was aiming. Um,
Excellent. You toss the dwarf.
and can I do something akin to a kip up and ready a spell? Or can I actually cast an unchanneled spell?
You may cast a channeled spell on your own turn. Unchanneled spells can be cast on your own turn. However, you may not cast Banish again because if you remember correctly, it is exhausted. You have not cast a battery spell roll to ready that spell.
Ah, okay. Fortunately, I wasn't planning to cast that spell, but I am planning to cast 2 others. And they're
Okay,
both unchanneled, I believe. Yes.
fantastic. You may do so.
Okay. Shield of Faith and Vigilance.
Okay, go ahead and adjust your shade cost accordingly.
Goodness. I'm horribly confused by what I should be doing.
So click on your icon and the middle bubble. You're gonna put that from 6 to 4 to pay for your 2 unchanneled spells.
Select. Ah, there we go. So that goes to 4.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Now, describe to us what this does.
Uh, well, I invoke the power of the light and essentially create a humanoid shape that steps forward in a defensive stance between me and the mantis rider, or the big clanky spider.
I see. Hmm. You know what? We're just gonna do this.
I'm actually trying to read that off paper and I don't have it written down very well, so I'll have to read it from the other document. Okay.
Looks like our white mage duplicated himself.
That he did.
Did what now?
Our white mage duplicated himself.
I'm okay with that. Woohoo! 2 of me, more to love.
More to kill.
Oh well. Kill one, then you've solved the problem.
Fair. I'll be
Hang on.
confused.
Layer, advanced. No, I want you. Ah, there we go. Tint color. There we go. Haha. So there is your. So what were the attributes of this creature?
This spell, Shield of Faith,
It has 1 wound.
is 1 wound, 3 toughness,
Okay, so 0 attack.
and also has, I can't quite read that, Pacifist and Refresh.
Okay.
And I've simultaneously cast Vigilance so that it gets 3 toughness until the end of this turn.
Okay. Alrighty. So wait, what does vigilance do?
Vigilance, all shade summons you command get +3 toughness until the end of this turn.
All right, let's fix that up. It has 6 toughness. Um,
Yay!
and you still have a half action to use
Sweet.
for yourself, which is why Shades of Dominion is awesome because you are a powerful shade mage. Um, you use unchanneled spells. You were able to buff this character. Now, you have a half action. You can attempt to try and dupe the giant spider into attacking your creature and giving you health or deflecting the danger. However, just as a side note, this would open up the corruption mage to attack the innocent. Just saying.
Hmm. Well,
Sure are
uh,
exposing me.
Hey, violence is life. I just saw you there. As you can tell, I'm running a game. So thank you for jumping on by.
Hi, Violence.
We have Violence and Sasquatch in the chat, and they are longtime friends of the channel. So I hope y'all are enjoying the show. So back to the regular scheduled programming. We have a minion summoned by the Purity Mage, who is beefed up, and he still has a half action left to decide what he's going to do with this gigantic mechanical spider that is attacking. Well, honestly, just the corruption mage at this point. Oh, and it's exhausted, meaning if you attack it, you will definitely deal damage to it.
Hmm. I think at this point, can I move an attack or do I have to do something ranged?
Um, I think you would have to do something ranged, to be honest.
Okay, out comes the dagger. Tink!
Oh dear. Oh dear.
Yes.
Um, okay, give me an attack roll.
Okay, my athletics is my attack, so that says 6. So is that 66? No, I
No,
don't have that right, do I?
no, you would just roll 3d6.
Okay.
Now, what is the defense skill on your? You know what? It doesn't
Perception.
matter. It
Okay.
actually doesn't matter. The mantis rider is exhausted, so you're gonna automatically succeed and deal max damage.
Excellent. All
However,
of one.
yeah, your dagger's only gonna do one damage. So you didn't even cut through the mantis rider's toughness. It's down to two. Um, which brings us to the Aether Mage, actually. If the Aether Mage would like to spend his actions, because I will remind you, Brunchcast, the dirty trick was a free action. You haven't taken a turn yet.
I would also
I,
like to remind him he's very lethal at the moment. He has been given my skill of necrotic.
Wait, what?
okay.
I cast necrotic on him during our last session when the dwarves first came in.
Interesting. I don't recall
Yeah.
this. Oh, yes,
Um.
yes, you did. Okay, all right.
So yeah, just so that you're a little more lethal and are aware of your lethality. Enjoy.
Okay. Well, first things first here, I'm going to do a little movement to get a little distance from that creature. I'm thinking that would I be able to? It doesn't look too far away, but I'd be able to run up and get behind that little tomb and kind of hide behind there a little bit.
Uh, yeah, as a half action, I'd say you could get behind the mantis rider if you so chose. That would definitely be feasible, and you would still have a half action left to do anything else.
Okay, great. Yeah, and that's what I'd like to do. I'd like to run up onto that platform and try to be hide a little bit behind the tomb, or at least put a little space between myself and the rider, so I could use my crossbow.
All right, so go ahead and move yourself behind the rider.
All right. Hmm. It is not letting me move.
It's not letting you move.
We never tried this in practice.
Uh, Kitty can move his. Okay, let's. So Arden's moving his. All right,
You
let's
do know you're the blue one, right?
Yeah, just it keeps bringing up
try
Press
it
and
yeah,
now.
the
hold.
thing is.
Try it now. Can you move it now?
Wait, you're on a mobile platform, yeah?
Interface. Let me change the tools.
Patriot,
Give
are
me
you
one
on?
second here to change something.
Yeah.
Who's drawing? That's Ardent. That's either Ardent or Shade. They're both very close in color.
Okay,
Is
so
it now? That's actually me. I'm trying to figure out how to erase that now. I didn't think you guys could see it.
well, actually, I don't. Oh, god damn it, Ardent. Ardent doodling in the middle of a
There we
session.
go. I got it.
Thank you, gents. Okay.
Patriot, I suggest you press and hold and then drag your character instead of just trying to tap and push.
All right, just tell me whereabouts you would like your character.
I think he was saying something about here.
Yeah, just hide me up, put me up behind the thing. I'm trying to change the tool and I'm trying to move it. It's just not seeming to go.
Just right
Yeah,
here.
about
Thank you.
there.
Okay.
That looks perfect.
All right.
And I'm going to use one of my spells here. I even have a little description I want to give for it.
That's gross.
Why are the field is jagged?
I tried to erase. Apparently, there is no erase button for some reason. Freehand polygon text. Yeah, there you go.
I got it. Okay. As you were.
Okay. And I'm going to trace a circle upon the ground in front of me, and a small pool of water appears, and some tentacles erupt from the pool. A large mollusk, each tentacle grasping outside of the pool onto the ground, pulls itself from the impossibly shallow depths, and it's summoning a deep sea hatchling.
All right. So that's what we're going to do then. We are going to summon a deep sea hatchling. Now, what are the stats of your deep sea hatchling?
The stats are it's a 0/4, but it has an ability where if anything attacks it, it may not ready until the end of its next turn.
Okay. All right.
And I guess I'll have to do the crossbow next turn.
Yeah, and that was a channeled spell. All right, and that means that it is the mantis's turn, which, by the way, it has rush, which means it doesn't stay exhausted for very, very long at all. In fact, as soon as you
Well, poo.
as soon as you summon that deep sea hatchling, it decides I'm done with this, and it just instantly gets back up. Like it stabilizes easy. You got to remember this thing does in fact have 8 legs, so
And
terrain difficulty ain't gonna do much to it. So as soon as it readies itself, it looks down again mournfully at the dead dwarf, sees the two abominations spawn next to it that aren't advancing towards it whatsoever, and then turns and attacks the corruption mage once more because, well, tradition.
I did sign up for this. I do consent, as if I had any other choice.
Now, what did I say was going to be the defense roll for this?
Thievery.
Thievery? Okay.
Yeah. Skill test +6.
All right. So,
Nice.
oof. You
Oof.
are you are hit again.
Cool.
So, let me, how do I do this?
Oh yeah, okay. 20 versus 17. I see it now.
Rush is kind of fucked. I think that takes away the point of having vigilance.
7 damage to you, sir, to the face.
Cool. Take an extra wound.
All right, you are down a wound. So you've gone from 4 to.
No, I'm at 3 now. No, I'm at 4. Yeah, 3.
So go ahead and change it. It's the red bubble on your token.
Yeah, yeah. Why won't it let me change? I did this just a minute ago.
Oh, try it now.
There we go.
There you go. Okay, awesome. Okay, it is now your turn. You may
Cool.
you have to ready yourself as a half action. Let's do this.
And movement is going to be a half action.
Yes.
Fuck me. Okay, I'm gonna ready myself and then immediately waste a fuck ton of mana. Deadly Embrace, but can I choose where it summons in at?
Deadly Embrace. Remind me what Deadly Embrace does.
3 Corruption Shade as an additional cost. Take a damage. Shade summon with power 2, toughness 2, wound 1. With whenever any shade summon dies in combat, I may choose to regain a wound. Shade summon has Twin Strike.
All right. So, okay. And you can choose to put it within 1 square of yourself, much like Ardent and Patriot has done.
Okay, cool. Then I will place him right here.
Right there.
Yeah.
All right. All right. Let me get him colors because he's worthy of colors. Do-do-do, do-do-do. All right, and he has how many? He has 1 wound,
2 and 2.
2 and 2.
Hmm.
All right. So that was your
That's
half.
my turn.
That was your turn.
Yeah, because I had to ready myself.
All right, Ardent. We are back to you, good sir, and your creature's back down to 3. So
Creatures down to 3.
3 toughness. You gave it. It's supposed to
Okay,
give it a +3 buff till end of turn.
that's true. Okay. Quickly scanning about, I noticed the. Um, goodness, how do I do that indicator circle that was just
This.
on the screen? Yeah.
I'm on computer and I'm right clicking and holding, or sorry, left clicking and holding, so it could do
Ah,
that.
there it is. Okay.
Yeah.
So that alcove back here. Oops, I moved the mouse.
Right there.
Is that Is that big enough for Jari to get into?
Yes.
Okay, then I shove her in that direction. Say, get in the alcove and hide, and turn around and uh,
Okay. Give me an athletics roll.
okay. Athletics is 6, so 3d6.
Mm-hmm.
Oops. Oop. Okay, someone beat me to it.
No, no.
Oh, okay,
You
no.
have to roll yours still.
Oh, that's nice.
Okay. You
Jesus.
beat her, so she is sent flying
Get
because
in there.
while she is a thick dwarf, she is still a short stack. So
Yes.
using gravity to your favor.
And I draw my glaive and move here to attack.
Okay. Can you move your own token there?
Oh, yeah, I can actually. I forgot that.
All right. There you go. And
And the attack
yes.
is endurance, which is 6 and 3d6 plus 6, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
At what point do our shade summons get their turns?
Oh, you command them on your turn.
Okay.
Ooh, you you may roll to hit, sir.
Damage, you mean?
Yes, you may roll damage.
Okay, so that's just a 1d6, no bonuses from anything?
Nope, just
Okay.
straight up.
If it says 6, 4 is not bad.
All right, you deal enough damage to deal a wound.
Okay.
The mantis rider is taken down to an 8.
Okay. What I want to know is now, can I do kind of a stick and move so I could back myself up to, say, here
No,
and then command my.
no, you've
Okay.
already used 2 half actions.
Perfect.
So you are stuck where you are.
It's a damn good thing I carry a shield.
And as for your minion,
His
He's.
he cannot
Yeah,
command
okay.
his minion. He used
No.
both half actions, and
oh, so the minion, if you were to completely use your minion, that would use up your turn.
I think so. I think that is how we ruled that. Hang on, give me 1 second. Let me double check it because it is in the rule book, and I might be misremembering.
That sounds a bit punishing for having minions. Because if you're someone who is a spell slinger and you've got like 8 minions, you're kind of having to pick and
Mm,
choose which minion you want to use.
I see your point there for sure.
yeah, let me double check it. Um, like the game.
I really need some Sabaton in the background for my guy.
Yeah, give
Though I
me.
imagine that would probably catch us a copyright strike at this point, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it probably would.
Oh well. I'll just have to hum the last stand to myself. And the wind has sighs of right.
And 2 channels killed that 1 minute.
Oh my gosh.
By the way, I think my little contraption from last time we we, we got to put him on the board somewhere unless he disappeared.
He did not disappear. So you know what? Let's make a contraption. And you know what, guys? I'm not. Hmm.
Let them each have their own turns.
You
I
know what?
remember reading it in the book. If that helps, I'm pretty sure that the section I read it said that each creature readies its own action on the beginning of turns.
Correct. Okay, so yes, yes. So they do have their own action pool, and we're gonna go with that because that is rules as written. So we're gonna say that you get your summons get to act during your turn, and they have their own action pools. So they do get a full turn's worth of actions, and we do need to make a
Contraption.
another contraption. So let's pull that out there, and we will give this one. We'll put it here because, and we will give it this kind of tint. No, I want it darker.
Make it pink. Make it pink.
Why do you do this to me?
No, wait. He's not the corruption mage. If anybody's going to get the degenerate
I'm the
pink color, it should
mysterious
be
smoky
corruption
blue
mage.
mage.
It's not the gender, it's manly. Get it right.
Yeah, well.
There we go. Hey, you know what? You're the Aether Mage, so having an almost tranny flag on screen is appropriate.
I I'm not even gonna say anything. I don't want to get you taken off the channel.
Bye, Twitch.
So here we are. All right. So Ardent, unfortunately, your shade summon has pacifist, meaning it can't attack anyway.
No.
So
But I was going to ask, how much space does it technically take up? Like, is it able to get between me and the spider at this point?
no.
Okay.
You are up in it, and it is just standing there going like, "Why you do this, master?
You're
Why
boning
why
its
you
leg
get in the
over there.
way?"
Okay. Mm. Oh well.
So, you've dealt the spider a wound. So go ahead
Yay!
and
Wait, I think I have a spell battery roll for that one.
wait, what?
I believe with one of my abilities, I could roll for shade. Yes, whenever an enemy loses a wound in combat, I may make a spell battery roll. That's grace.
Oh, well, go ahead, make a spell battery roll.
Cool.
You
Nothing.
fail. You fail.
You're a fucking failure.
All right. So
So
now
I have no actions left at all then, right?
you have no actions left at all,
Okay.
and it is Patriot's turn. However, it is worthy to note that as this combat is going down, these two dwarfs skedaddle.
Yeah, they're out, so I'm taking that damage next
They
time I use a shade.
they are out. Um, and you're not taking damage just yet. Um, but they are gone, and you realize that they are gone, and you are unable to address them, and you realize that this particular beastie does not like you very much.
Yeah, I figured as much. I am
S-
fully aware that I am taking that shade burn later.
All right, and yes, it's called Shadeburn. Now, it is Patriot's turn, I believe, and you have now. Remind us what this contraption does and what its stats are.
It is a 0/2, and I can exhaust it to deal a one range damage.
Okay, so
Question: He has necrotic on him. Does his shade someone's damage affect that or not?
no.
Okay, only damage he deals.
Wait, come again?
Given Jace, Patriot, I believe,
Hmm.
the necrotic damage, his
No, that does not
contraption
trickle
won't work.
down. That doesn't trickle down onto his
Right.
summons.
So only damage that he does will deal that.
Yes.
Okay. Go ahead.
It's my turn.
Yes, it is your turn, Jace.
Okay. I guess first things first. I should use my have my shade summons do something. So I'm going to point toward the mantis and
I apologize.
no problem. I'm going
No,
to
it is what it is.
I point toward the mantis, and the hatchling instinctively moves toward the mantis, as if guided by some unseen force.
You're gonna want to give him a minute, boss.
No, no, I'm good. I'm good.
Oh, okay.
So, where are we at?
I'm sending the hatchling in toward the mantis just to kind of clog it up.
Okay. You know what? The mantis engages and gets walloped, and it succeeds in the endeavor of, even though neither one of them can kill one another or deal like mortal damage to one another, uh it does successfully exhaust the mantis rider. Like its tentacles are all up in it. It is uh-huh. Yeah, it's one of those scenes, you filthy
Giggity.
degenerates. You filthy degenerates.
This high school girl's getting a whole new day today.
Listen, I was fine before I joined Discord, and then I started seeing anime memes, and yeah.
All right, so we're going to give this this poor soul. Is there a tentacle icon? No, there is no tentacle icon. So we will just go with the traditional exhausted icon right here, and that will be until the hatchling's next turn. So there we go.
And then
Okay. Um, I'm going to point toward the mantis again. My arm is getting a little tired, and the contraption will fire a stinger directly at the mantis, or the mechanical spider, whatever the terrible beast that it is.
The nasty clanking horror from the deep.
All right, and it deals 2 damage or just one.
Just one, and I'm going to say in exasperation, if only the death mage had put that spell onto my contraption.
Oh, if only, if only. So the mantis rider is down to 1 toughness, and it's now exhausted, entangled with tentacles in a way
kinky.
that makes the corruption mage aroused.
Great. Wow. Okay. Making me feel that way. Got it.
What? You already said it
I said
publicly.
kinky. I didn't say I was aroused.
If you were
You
thinking
didn't
kinky,
say you weren't.
That is true. I
you
sure did.
weren't like Master Frollo from Hunchback of Notre Dame. Look at that disgusting display. Yes, sir. So, so your degenerate ass is is being entertained. How do you respond?
I just kind of giggle at the scene. A little concerned for my well-being, but giggling anyways. That's all.
You're wasting your turn with a giggle.
Oh, it's my turn. I didn't realize it was
Yes.
my turn.
Oh, I thought I still got an action.
Yeah, no,
Oh,
you still have
that's right. That's right.
your
I apologize. Call me out. Call me out. Shame me.
Thank you, Seth.
the gallows at you.
Oh yeah, now who's being kinky?
I'm the Shade Master. I'm allowed.
Fair point.
Okay, well, for my, it's to fire the crossbow is a half action.
Yes.
Okay, well, I'll mention that I have the shade affliction where I must always attack. My first attack must always come from behind. I'm a sneaky git, so I'm making sure to do that right now by taking aim with that crossbow.
Yeah, absolutely. As you were, sir. You are. Disclaimer: the Shades of Dominion players do not necessarily share the perversions of their characters. Yeah, we're totally role playing the characters, guys.
Oh, hello, Promethean Healing. How you doing?
Ah, hail Promethean healing. All
Hey,
right.
my good buddy Heels, man. Thank you for coming by.
All right. So we are rolling now. The spider is and you're not missing them. They haven't been on because Susan banned my channel for 2 weeks. You ain't missed nothing yet. So you automatically get to hit the mantis rider. Like it doesn't have any response. So
So it's kind of down and twitchy.
it's kind of down and twitchy, covered in
Sweet.
tentacles.
Ew.
So go
I
ahead.
will definitely kink shame this mantis on my turn.
Go, go, go ahead and roll damage.
Okay, let me just check the damage here for the crossbow is a D6, I believe.
Yes.
Deals one
Try
d
to roll the
shame
D6. One
damage.
second.
What does my site do? Yeah, and it takes a wound.
Yes.
Well, I
Uh,
have the necrotic anyway.
yes. I'm going to re-ready my necrotic spell. As our Shade Master woefully passes away.
Oh, I'm okay.
I
I
think that's still a half
apologize.
action.
It's not y'all's fault. I was actually looking at the stream on my phone and realizing that the display didn't match up, and it turns out that I had somehow paused the stream, and so I wasn't. Note to self: engraved kink shame on the blade of my glaive. Yes. Oh, I approve. Oh, I approve. Okay, so we have the mantis rider down to 7 wounds. What were you doing, corruption mage?
So he dealt the wound. I went and spell battery checked for necrotic and passed.
Okay, all
So
right,
necrotic is now online again.
awesome.
Okay, and for my last action, I'm going to the death mage Seth looks like he's not doing his best, so I'm going to shout out. I'm not going to shout anything. I'm just going to tell him, "Do not worry." I'm going to shout that out. Do not worry, and I'm going to cast a phasing on him.
Oh, so you get phasing, sir.
Awesome. I will mark myself with a little blue to signify my phasing ability.
Yes, yes.
There we go.
Okay.
That ends my turn.
All right. Fantastic. Well, this beastie is still well, it's still alive. It's exhausted, but it's still alive. So, um do your worst, Mr. Corruption Mage, who had his ass kicked down 2 wounds.
Yeah, so first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and crap, I need to fix my shade real quick. That should be down to 4. I'm going to go down to 3 corruption shade.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to cast necrotic on his little trinket over there that has the special ability that hurt this little thing from
Mm-hmm.
so far away. And then I'm going to take my scythe and I'm going to swing at the spider.
Okay, so go ahead and mark down your stain shade. Let's do that first.
1 second. Okay. So necrotic is on his thing, and then what am I doing?
You're marking down your stain shade from your.
Right. Let's see if I can do that again. 3.
There
There you
you
go.
go. Okay. So, and we're going to mark the token with a.
Do
We're going to do
purple.
it this one, a
Okay, that works.
skull. So, and then you decided to attack the mantis rider. Now, I'm just going to remind everyone that this was not supposed to take this long. This was supposed to be just a combat with different shade mages at each other. This is just from a donation battle. That's all this is.
Yeah.
This was shade being thrown at the players by the players, which is hilarious. But that's why we're
Awesome.
here. That's why we're here. All right, so you the creature is exhausted, so you're gonna auto hit. So tell me how much damage you're dealing.
Uh, the scythe deals 1d6.
All right, go ahead and it doesn't. We both know it doesn't matter how much damage you deal.
Yeah, because it takes a whole wound regardless.
Yeah.
Nice.
And then
So
spell better roll. Nice.
Yeah, but you're gonna want that one later.
I'm going to re-ready my deadly embrace.
okay.
And with that, having both things done, that is my turn. Wait,
All
no, my
right.
shade summon has a thing.
Your what has
Um,
yes, your shade summon does have actions.
he's going to move up 1, and then he's going to attack the spider as well.
All right. Now, you did deal enough damage to exhaust the mantis rider. Um However, none of your damage combined had cleave. So what happened is it just did 2 damage to it. It brought its toughness down to 1, making Ardent's next move really, really easy.
Hmm. See, I was planning to cast Festival of the Angels and actually heal the Corruption Mage. But since that enemy is clearly on its last of 8 legs, I guess I'll have to kink shame it again.
You know
I
what?
I yell back at that mage. I thought you were here to defend the weakless. The weakless, yes, good job, Maeve. The weakest to kill this thing. Enjoy yourself.
Arden's character realizes that degeneracy does lead to mental retardation in real time.
Well, he is corruption, so I guess his tongue is next.
Oof.
Anyway, yeah, I'll just kink shame this thing. I assume I don't need to roll to hit.
Not really. No.
Okay,
It
let's
is
just look for some damage here.
it is enraptured with tentacles. That is sadly enough to deal a wound from the damage that the shade
That's
summon.
awesome. Tink! Excuse me.
Wait, Seth, why are you rolling spell battery?
Every time he loses a wound.
Oh,
Yeah, fair
okay.
point.
Well, it didn't do you much good, did it?
Nope.
All right. And Satis, your little warrior here, dude, is just standing there going, "What do I do, master? What do I do? Why am I here? What is the
uh,
meaning to my life? Why?"
yeah. Um. Okay, so the enemy is defeated.
No, it still
No.
has 5 wounds left.
Oh.
Fuck.
Do I have a movement? Can I use a movement at this point?
No, but you can, yeah, you can move. You just did a half action to attack. You can
Okay.
definitely move if you want.
Then I'm going to step back a pace and put my summon right there
All right.
between me and
Ba
the
boom.
threat. Both threats. I mean, the one threat. Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Yeah, the both threats. Got it. I laugh at that comment.
Okay, and with this navigation, we're gonna say that it is indeed the Xander's turn. Patriot Bronchas's character, Xander. You are up, sir, and it is at this time that the tentacles of your summon are starting to loosen and losing resolve.
Okay, well, first things first, I'm going to urge the hatchling onward and attempt to throw everything it has against the spider. Hopefully, draw it into a counterattack or at least get in the way.
All right, and the hatchling, curiously, um, now when was the Mantis Rider's normal turn?
Before mine.
Before yours?
Hmm.
Okay. Now what's going to happen is before yours. Okay. Oh, okay. I see. So your hatchling is just barely holding on. It doesn't have much time left. So, uh choose your time wisely. You see that your summon is losing its resolve. I believe the wording says that any target that deals damage to the deep sea hatchling will not ready until the end of its next turn. So you don't have much time left.
Okay. Well, I see that my scorpion looks even more deadly, and I'm gonna fire and I'm gonna shoot a stinger at the mantis again.
Okay. You don't even have to roll or anything. It just automatically goes back down to 4.
All right, and I'm gonna use a half action to fire a crossbow at the mantis rider.
Okay. Roll for damage.
He's also dealing a whole wound.
Yes, yes. Depending on what he rolls for damage, he does not deal a whole wound.
Yeah, he does. He's got necrotic on him.
Oh, yes, yes, he does. I apologize. I am mistaken. Bad Shade Master. Um, so, meanwhile, Seth here is, and this is why, this is how you can see that this is kind of like inspired by Magic the Gathering. Each time a wound is lost by an opponent, here is Seth regaining his, or essentially drawing cards, rolling spell battery to get his spells recharged. Every time that this creature takes a wound, he is recharging his spells, and that is how Shades is played. That's how we roll. So you have attacked. Your minion has attacked. I believe you have one half action left.
I'm gonna do a spell battery, try to recharge my kraken summon.
Okay. All right. That should have succeeded.
I believe it does. It says 2+.
All
Yep.
right. Okay. So, and at that, the Mantis Rider um is released from the grasp of the tentacles. It kicks the poor deep sea hatchling in disgust. However, the deep sea hatchling is not wounded in any way, shape, or form. He's just kind of kicking him off, and he is, gosh dang it, he is no longer exhausted. And so, because he's no longer exhausted and surrounded on enemies by all sides, he looks at the closest source of his ire.
Was this more me again?
Yeah.
Yeah,
That is correct. You, you are the closest source of ire.
got it.
If I wasn't such an honorable shade uh, master or shade mage, I'd probably be throwing spells at the guy who had threatened me earlier.
Perfect chance to finish him off.
All right. So you just okay.
Defense,
We
because I
will.
imagine he's attacking.
He is attacking, and he gets a nasty bonus.
So
And
yeah,
you get walloped once again.
cool. I lose another wound, I imagine.
Hold on.
Yep.
The attack might phase through him.
Oh, that
Right.
is correct. Do
It might turn
a
to a puff of smoke and
do
pass
do
through you, Death Mage.
do a spell battery check. It will. It's the same thing as just a
Yeah.
d6 roll. And the you
It succeeds.
to your shock, as you see this giant spider limb, this metallic limb, slice through the air and nearly wallop you right upside the head, it just gently phases right past through you.
I
And
freak out as this giant thing is inside my body. What the hell is going on, man?
Fear not,
Nope,
Death
nope.
Mage. We experience this all the time.
the mantis is confused and unhappy and very, very mournful and sad as Satis decides that it is his time to. No, wait, hang on. It
Turn order's getting
is.
confused.
It,
My
it, it
turn.
it is Seth's turn, I do believe. As
Yeah.
Seth gains his bearing, he decides whether he's going to freak out like a little girl or be a man.
All right,
Sorry, I
cool.
had to.
No, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. What? I have all my
Please,
stuff.
no Ahagao faces.
Um,
Or however that's pronounced.
whenever any shade summon in combat dies. Ooh, I have a question about this in terms of like out of game question.
Hmm.
If I had two of my deadly embraces on the battlefield and I personally killed one of them, would I get the two triggers?
Okay, what is Deadly Embrace again? Like, what does it do?
Whenever any shade summon dies in combat, I may choose to regain a wound.
You're an ambition mage. You're a corruption mage. Of course, you may benefit from killing your own creatures. That's. I mean, really? Are we playing the same game? Yes.
Awesome. Actually, I'm going to need to hold on to that. What I'm going to do instead is I'm going to use one corruption and two unstained and cast my vessel's cheat
Okay.
for my half action. So I am down to two there and one there. You know, as I need that, and I would like to cast him right here.
And what is this that you're summoning?
It is a 2/2. Wait, hold on. It's a 2/3 with add one shade of any dominion to my shade pool. I also take one wound to that. Or I take one damage, not one wound.
Hmm.
So it's a little shade dork. Um I'm going to take this one and I'm going to attempt to attack the creature again.
Okay. So it deals damage to the Mantis Rider. Now the Mantis Rider has rush, meaning it's going to deal damage back to
Right.
your sweet creature, and your creature is going to be very, very sad and lose its wound, and then die unceremoniously.
I will gain a wound on that.
All right, so regain your wound. You're up to 3.
Yay! I should be up to 4
Why are you up to 4?
because it was I was dealt 2 wounds and nearly lost a third. I started off with 5 wounds. It dealt damage to me first round, and I took a wound. The second round, it dealt the damage to me, and then it's been locked down since then.
No, no, no. You took damage summoning your creatures, sir.
Right, I take 1 toughness, not 1 wound.
Oh, okay. My bad.
Yeah.
I guess I have to let him live.
um. mm, yeah, I don't have the shade to do that, so I'll go ahead and swing at him again with my scythe.
All right, so he is no longer exhausted. So
Right.
he's gonna. Let's see how he does. And you slice him. He is down to 2 wounds.
That's a skill test. Oh yeah, because it doesn't matter. Yeah, spell battery. There we go. Cool. I will actually go ahead and re-ready my Shade Dork.
Okay. All right, and any other actions?
No, I'm poofed at that point.
Okay. Ardent, it is your turn.
Seeing that my colleagues have the Mantis Rider well in hand, um, I guess I will retreat down towards where Jari is. So if I can go that far, I will.
Oh, by the way, uh,
Hmm.
you have used the shade, Seth.
Right, I take 1d6.
You take 1d6 with cleave.
Spell battery roll. Take 4.
Okay, so you take 1 wound. No, no. You just you just took the you just take 4 damage, and that's it. You suffered the shade burn of defying the shade after using the shade after failing an affliction.
Yep.
You've suffered your penance. So to narrate this, you guys see underneath his skull and cowl this purplish flame just erupt from out of his robes, and it seems very odd. He's obviously in a lot of pain from this shade burn that you see afflicting him. The odd thing is, because you're both shade mages, both Ardent and Xander know exactly what he's going through.
I
So,
look back over at the white mage in response to just having my face burned off. I fucking told you I can't leave any survivors.
Your moral failings are not my concern.
yes, excellent. All is going
Perhaps
as planned.
perhaps you should learn to embrace the light.
I believe
Okay.
we were about to start a fight. You're still here.
Yeah, but I'm leaving.
Okay, so Ardent, you may continue your turn.
Okay, so what I'm thinking is to move, and uh, if my shade summons is dispelled, because it's actually, I don't think I'll dispel it yet. Uh, so I'll move back to here if I can go that far on my turn.
You may.
Okay, that's not going to eat up all my actions or anything.
No.
Okay. Um, I'll bring the summons with me, so just poke that there. And uh, do I need to dispel it, or can I do a spell battery to rebuild, to recover spell slots, or what have you?
Oh, you can do a spell battery as a half action to recharge a spell. Yes, yes, you may.
Okay. So would I be recharging a specific spell or just any?
You would roll spell battery, and based on the result, you would choose the spell to recharge.
Perfect. So if I click that, I get a 5. Uh, What does that do for me?
Any
Does
spell
Any
with
any spell?
spell, yeah, any spell with, yeah,
Okay.
two
five
or
or
higher.
less.
Yeah,
Okay.
five or
So if
less.
okay, so I couldn't do two spells then.
No.
No, just
Okay.
one.
Okay. So if I recharge Shield of Faith, which is the summons that's behind me, that won't dispel that, right?
Correct. It will allow
Okay,
you to
then
summon
that's.
another one.
Ugh. Uh, can I do the spell battery and cast?
Um, you already used the one spell battery for a half action,
Okay.
and if you did another spell battery, that would be two half actions, which would be your turn. Um,
Okay.
Casting a shade summon is a half action. It's a channeled spell.
Okay.
Channeled spells are half actions.
And an
Now,
aspect spell is
a channeled spell.
okay. So that's a half action. So can I cast Divine Boon on my uh, summon
Okay.
and also say to Jari, "Come with me. It's time for us to go."
Yes, you may. Now, what does the effect have on your summon?
Divine Boon. Target receives the aspect. This target gets +1 power/damage and +2 toughness.
Okay. Go ahead and pay the shade for that.
Okay, the cost is P, so that's
So the middle circle, when you click on your icon, put that down by one.
okay. So that's 3.
Yes. All right.
Okay.
So it gives you +1 power
Yep. And
and
+2 toughness,
two
I
to
believe.
toughness. So that
Yes.
becomes 5. You have a 1/5 in your
Okay.
possession,
Excellent. And
and
I tell Jari to come with me, and we start heading this way. Actually, yeah.
Didn't moving cost half an action?
yeah, that's gonna have to be next turn.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I won't be moving yet. That's the plan for next turn.
Okay. All right. And so we move on to Xander, who suddenly realizes that the Purity Mage is abandoning the fight.
Pussy.
Um, I, how bad is it? Is it? Am I allowed to ask how many wounds the spider or the mantis has left?
You notice that that the spider is struggling. It's most of its joints are broken, and it appears to have 2 wounds left.
Excellent. I'm going to shout out. I have this mantis well in hand. Save the dwarf, uh, Satis.
All right. Are you going to handle it?
I think I got it. Scorpion, one more fire once again at the mantis,
All right, and it does so, and it is down to 1 wound.
and I'm going to fire my trusty crossbow.
All right, now you are going to have to roll to deal damage this time around because it is not exhausted.
Okay. Let's so which so I do the skill roll?
Yes, skill test.
Okay.
Wait, he dealt the damage to it already?
Yes, he dealt the wound to it. You get your spell battery.
No. Doesn't doing a wound exhaust you?
Yes, but a reminder that this Mantis Rider has rush, meaning that
Okay.
it can ready itself as a free action.
Okay, so it was in response to it being dealt damage. Got it.
Yeah. So go ahead and do the attack roll for your
Okay, so
crossbow.
my let me just pull this up really quickly. It says that I use perception, which
Yes.
is a 10.
Okay. So go ahead and select skill test and add 10 to that. Oof. All right. The mantis will respond. And it fails horribly,
So it
meaning
responds by laying down and turning its belly over for you.
pretty much.
Beat me harder, Daddy. Oh, I'm sorry. I can't help it.
Shame.
It lies
You will
down.
trouble us no more.
It lies down in the desperate desire for more tentacles.
And it turns over.
I am not sorry.
No,
I
no,
am
not
not
in the
sorry
slightest.
at all. Oh, so you have finally relinquished the giant metallic spider. Everyone, give me perception rolls.
Fuck. Where's that paper at? There it is. Fuck. Cool. Skill 10.
Okay, all of you. Let's see what Jare did. Let's see if Jare noticed. She does not quite notice. She doesn't quite hear it. But the rest of you, very astutely, perk up to the sound of chittering.
Oh dear.
I chase the sound.
Okay, you try to chase the sound, and you are immediately met with like it sounds like it's omnipresent. It sounds like it's everywhere, and like it
Okay.
literally has the same ambiance as rats in the walls.
I want to approach the dwarf and ask her if she knows anything about this sound.
Um, Jare is very taken aback. Like, what? What are you looking at me for?
There's this sound in my head and I can't get away from it, and it seems to be coming from every direction. Could you please help us understand what the fuck this thing is?
So
Can I tell if it's actually coming from one specific direction at this point? Given that I rolled a 24.
you you are able to tell that this sound is literally coming from within the walls. Like it's not so much the ceiling, but it appears as if the walls have spaces between them,
Oh dear.
and there are things crawling now between the spaces. Um,
This is gonna suck. I turn my back on the corruption mage and over my shoulder tell him as I'm brandishing my glaive, they're in the walls, not your head.
yes.
That was in character.
Now, Jare
Very much
looks
so.
Jare looks at you and goes, "What's in the walls? What was that?"
Well, crap. I was really hoping you knew, Jare.
I have never seen these things before in my life. What intarn this this is not normal. What have you people done?
Just doing my job, love, as I try to exhaust my creature in the far back.
Uh, you're you're
My shade
exhausting
stuff.
it to do what?
It provides me shade.
Oh, I see. How much shade?
One shade of any dominion, and I'm gonna throw it in for black because I need the corruption.
Okay.
So at this point, are we able to siphon and sip and all that good stuff?
Yes, yes, you may. And since it is the end of combat, guess what happens to your creatures?
Oh no.
Back whence they came.
Yes.
Hi, Harold.
Goodbye, tentacle creature.
I said Harold.
Can I investigate the dead body of this thing real quick?
Actually, yes, you may. Okay. In what order are we going to do this? So, um, hmm.
Alphabetical seems to be working so far.
Yeah.
All right. So let's go with Ardent. How are you going? What are you doing at this revelation of Jare not knowing what that monstrosity was that came
Oh
at you?
boy. Well, first thing I'm going to do is siphon, so that'll be this.
You're gonna siphon?
Oh yeah,
That's brutal to the world. Oh god.
I know.
All right.
You
He's
fool!
So,
all right. He's done it now.
so what am I adding, subtracting, multiplying?
So you are
4,
adding
4, 5, 1, and 4.
you are adding 4 sip levels to your shade vessel.
Okay, so that's 7 there then, right?
It should
Yeah,
be at full.
it should be at full right now.
Okay, let me check and see.
Yeah, no, you got 4 of
Shade
those. You
vessel.
wouldn't have wanted to do that until you got down to about 5 plus.
Yeah. Well, it you live and you learn. You live and you learn. So,
So
Ardent,
wait now,
as
did
you
I did I need to add one to the white circle here as well?
no, no,
No,
no,
no, no.
that's not being tracked right now.
Okay.
What you did is you just filled up your vessel, even though it didn't need to be filled.
Oops.
Yeah, you could have yeah, you could have just, spent a full action to automatically sip and just stain your shade.
Oh.
Yeah,
Uh.
no. Sipping
Oh
is how
well.
you
Too
get your
late.
shade. Siphon is how you fill up your vessel for shade.
Ah. Okay.
And now the
So
world's hurting. How does the world change now?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Is that what you is that what you intended to do, Ardent?
Not really. No.
No, okay, then we will we'll put it back.
Okay.
If you didn't
So that was
understand
3.
if you didn't understand what you were doing,
Okay.
that is
Then
forgivable.
then what I will do instead is, do I even need to sip at this point?
You would not sip as a roll. No, no, no. That's only
Okay.
if you have to do it in. Well, where is your shade vessel right now?
In my hand, pretty much all the time.
Well, yes, it's in your hand, but what is the
Oh,
the sip
the
level?
level.
Yes.
Oh, that was the thing I didn't write down.
All right.
He had used it once earlier, so it should be at 2 plus.
Okay.
Okay.
So put it down to 3 plus and give me a mono stain roll.
Okay. Just 1 second. I have to hunt down a pencil. Okay, erasable pen will do. Come here,
Mm-hmm.
you. Okay, so shade vessel 3 plus. And what was the other thing you wanted?
I wanted you to click on mono stain. All right, so you have 5 successes, and what that
Okay.
does is that puts your stain shade. You have 5 more stain shade to use. So bump up your middle bubble by 5.
Excellent. I'm sorry.
Excellent. So there we go. Now the world
Bien, bien.
is not dying as a result of your desire for shade,
Okay.
which is happy, happy, joy, joy.
And at the same time, I will be looking at Jari and going, "Do you not live in these tunnels?"
And as you're having this conversation, staining that way takes a full turn.
Okay, that works.
So you are heavily focused on with your shade vessel right now. You are deep in prayer and meditation.
Okay, so no
Meanwhile,
taki taki.
so meanwhile, we have we have
Uh,
Seth, who is analyzing the body of the tentacle violated mechanical spider.
Looking for goods, man.
Looking for goods. Looking for goods indeed. Give me a. So, what are you trying to do here? What are you trying to increase?
Um, let's try to increase my ambition.
Okay, so give me a a shade roll, which is a skill test with your ambition score as the modifier, not any skill, but your ambition score.
Fuck.
You glean
um,
nothing. This is absolutely foreign to your person. The, despite but by the way, making a shade roll like that does cost a stain shade.
That costs one stain shade.
Yes, it
Cool.
does.
So the one I gained earlier got immediately burned up.
Yes, it did. So you are looking at this contraption, and you are realizing that even though it is that you do glean this from it, even though that is a failed roll and you didn't gain like a spell template or a library point or like uh, a shade capacity modifier point, you do know that this is from the shade, that this is a shade contraption. This is an artifact. This is something that has the clear indications that this is a almost like a shade vessel artifact, which is fascinating to you because this is interesting. You can feel the shade emanating off of it. However, in terms of replicating it, way over your head, way above your pay grade. Not even your ambition will let you get to that point just yet.
Do I find anything useful that I could take from it?
The answer to that is no.
Okay.
And by the way, ladies and gentlemen, that is how you progress in the game. The investigation rolls, going up to big defeated baddies, going into the archives of the enemy. That is how you gain experience. That is how you advance your character. So, Xander, you're up.
I will say out loud, my master has taught me the ways of artifacts on the plane from which I have learned a great deal. I will inspect this. And I'm going to
Okay.
walk forward and take a look at it and make a skill test or one of those the
Skill test plus modifier, whatever it is you're trying to improve.
yeah the okay, so would I be able to, so talking out of character, would I say I want to increase manipulation? Is that what I would say, for example?
Exactly. So you would spend an Aether Shade and roll 3d6 plus your
Wait, I did that with shade cap, not with my ambition total.
really. What was your
Yes.
ambition total?
My ambition total is 10.
Why
So
would
that would be 13.
no. You're gonna roll it again.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. Skill test plus 10 off of my complete ambition.
Okay.
Oh, wait, that's the wrong one. Wait, yeah, skill test, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, never mind. I'm good then.
Goodness gracious, child. Okay. So, with the skill of 19, what you're going to do is um you're going to add 2 library points to your library modifier for ambition. Um no, let me rephrase that. Um you can add one ambition point for normal use, or you can add 2 if you use them for artifacts. Your choice.
So 2 for artifacts or 1 to my ambition library?
Correct.
Let's throw that to my ambition library.
Okay, you get 1 ambition library point.
Awesome.
All right, and And Xander, you may approach the mechanical spider and do your own rolls.
Okay, so my role would be it would be the score in manipulation.
Yes, it would be a 3d6 plus the score on manipulation. Now, can you move your token?
That's something I'm going to need to pull up the actual manual and try to read. So I think I'd be better if I learned that between sessions.
Okay, all right. I'll just move it for you.
Thank you very much. This is something we'll get resolved.
Yes.
Um, but for today, I'm going to roll my skill test. 1 second.
All right, and
15.
so what was the 8 score from?
E8 is my manipulation
Okay.
score.
All right, so you get a library point into your manipulation. Now, is
Okay.
manipulation the one where you have access to your No, it is not the artifact one. So,
No, I
okay.
don't think I have an. I'm not really sure to be honest.
Okay. Oh, okay. That works. So you get one bonus library point in manipulation.
Okay.
And that is pretty much that. And Ardent, we go back to you where you are yelling at a dwarf. A quick short stack. A
This is out of character, but listen here, you little midget.
Oh, delicious.
Sorry, let me rephrase that. Listen here, you vertically challenged goofball.
Oh, yummy.
Okay, so while I'm busily trying to figure out what the chittering in the walls might be and doing a little bit of self calming meditation by rolling the beads through my hands, or through my hand rather, um, I unlimber my shield to add that to my uh, arm and kind of turn slightly to face Jari and go, "Don't you live in these tunnels?"
And Jari looks you straight back to the face and goes, yeah, we've never seen any of that before.
How long have you lived here?
My whole life.
And how old are you again?
Excuse me, sir.
Shut up and answer the question.
She is aghast. She is a modest dwarf.
Lady, I have no time for your modesty. I am not interested in you.
I am
I just need
clearly
the information.
just over 21. Can you not tell?
Thank you. That explains the short beard. She does
She
have a
she
beard,
is
right?
she is just fucking pissed. She's obviously well over 21.
Oh well. She can suck it up.
Oh, and with that, she actually beelines out the corridor and into the hall, which uh, leaves us to our first change of scenery. If you'll excuse me for just a moment.
Yay! Since I was muted when I went yay before. um, would you like me to move my token to indicate that I'm following, or okay, I guess that won't be
Nope,
necessary.
no need.
Yay!
And just so the rest of you are in the know, we have changed the map. Now, what most of you may realize that to my screen, it's just grayed off. But to everyone else, it should be a fog of war. They should not be able to see in this great area. Jare has run off into this into the darkness.
Damn it, wench.
And as she runs off, you hear her feet pitter and patter.
Wait, she ran into a dark room?
This is her home, and
Ah,
it's not necessarily dark. You just don't see where she's going.
okay.
Can I roll perception?
I was just going to ask if I should roll a light spell.
Uh, if you so choose. But as you hear her feet thudding away, you hear a scream and a thump. Ah!
Oh.
Thump.
Oh, well, that's the end of her then.
I cackled at that remark.
And then you hear the sounds of blades swishing and clinking against stone.
Right, that's not good.
So, where y'all heading? Seth,
Oh,
what are
dear, oh,
you
dear.
doing?
Checking out my surroundings.
I noticed the Shade Master has conveniently placed the Aether Mage between the Corruption and Purity Mages.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I would say that was quite clever and quite sensible.
Well, in response to his pretty good perception roll, uh, the corruption mage is just out of instinct teleported to the end of the map here, and he is then granted the vision of where Jare has gone, and Jare is right. Hang on. Urgh.
Ah, you're unlocking scenes for us.
No, not what I wanted to do.
Do, 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 do. Pretend you didn't see that, folks. Pay no attention to the man behind the curtain.
All right.
No, there are not two ladies here. This one is just cut in half.
Oops.
All right.
There we go.
That wasn't my fault.
Now, how the heck do I? Oh, there we go. I go back to pointer. That's how I do it. There you go. Okay.
Cool. So I believe I was teleported over here.
Yes.
And
That's what your perception roll was. Was you just going down the hall and going, ah, I see her.
cool. I assume that takes half action as I moved.
Yep.
Cool.
And
Go ahead.
that is the going to be the cliffhanger of next session. It's saving Jare from the nasty beastie, the mechanical spider, which is, I'm gonna say, to your observation, significantly smaller than the last one.
You know, there's nothing about my particular moral code that prevents me from looking at someone who acts like an idiot and going, "No, you're on your own."
True.
Fair enough. If you want to let Jari die, then Jari shall
I
die.
didn't say that. I might have been thinking it, but I didn't say that.
Might I point out? Sorry, might I point out? She is helpless and defenseless.
This is true.
Cursed ethical problems.
Well done. Well done.
Right. Okay. I know how I'm starting next session.
Indeed. As the death maid looks back at the monk, the holy paladin, and goes, "Milady's in trouble." With a giant skull shit-eating grin that we all know and love. So, that has been the Shades of Dominion for episode 2, and it was a doozy due to a $10 donation that went a very long way, about 2 hours a
Yeah.
long way.
Got my money's worth.
Yes, yes, you did. And that money goes to me being able to have a more efficient setup. As you can tell, we're still kind of clunky. We don't have all of the stats available for you to see. And that's because I'm unable at this time to make character sheets for the game on Roll20. I need the pro membership to be able to go in to the API, get that all done. So go ahead and if you could shoot me some cash to help get this game on its feet, so that y'all have a far more immersive experience in understanding what the system has to offer, I would greatly appreciate it. And we're having a ton of fun here, just showing off the mechanics for you, showing gameplay, and really bringing this game to life as a Magic the Gathering tabletop role play game, and it's living up to the hype. Um, any closing thoughts by anyone for the how was gameplay this time around?
It was definitely smoother.
Really, I
I
mean,
I thought so myself, but then again, I'm
I was very
used
happy
to
with it.
yeah, I'm used to heavy role play games, so yeah.
okay,
I was very happy. I especially liked how it felt a lot like playing a game of magic cards in the sense that a good strategy was summoning creatures, and I felt like I was using the same strategies I would use if I was playing a game, and they all seemed to translate really well.
awesome. You know, and it's for example, Seth's build, where he gets to automatically do spell batteries with every wound that's lost in combat.
Yeah,
That's
it's a combat monster.
that is what I made this system for. I made it so that you could try and break the system, and I just kind of let it go wild, because I knew that with things like Shade Afflictions, it would still create enough of a story with the players, with the Shade Master, and it's a great success. And trust me, when you find monsters with uh, high skill test levels, high wounds, like it will give you trouble. And there will be scenarios where you're gonna walk in and boom, all your character aspects are gone, and you're going against three of those spiders at once, and you're gonna be like, "Holy shit, what the fuck am I gonna do?" That's the shades of Dominion. That's the kind of difficulty we're talking about as we get to higher levels. Right now, y'all are doing basic bitch dungeon crawl. You're going through dwarves, elves, humans. You're just getting your feet wet, and it was nice to have that rare monster occurrence to really show you what you can potentially get yourself messed up with. So uh, this was fantastic. I'm very pleased. So, what did y'all think of the my handling of Roll20 tonight? Hello?
I'm just thinking.
Sorry. I think you did really well as a DM. There's not a whole lot you really can do other than what you've shown off you're able to do.
Yeah,
And each thing
that's
you've
true.
executed, you have executed very well. Um, my only thing is with our own interactions with Roll20. I think most of us are doing that very well, with the exception of Xander over there. But that's just because he has his own issues.
Uh, it's audio.
Yeah.
No. I'm not talking about the audio. I'm talking about the ability to move our items.
Oh, well, you
So
know
that's
what?
a Roll20 thing. That's not even an us thing.
Yeah, and he and I will definitely meet up probably tomorrow or later this week and figure that bullshit out. You're doing it on tablet, right?
Yeah, and to be fair, I mean, I'm sure there's a way to do it. I just, we did our practice sessions. It just never, we never even tried doing movement.
Yeah, but we were worried about things like, sound and boomerisms and all that wonderful jazz. But anyways, it has been a fantastic session. We're again right at another perfect spot to move on to the next section, and we just have everything where it needs to be. Um, thank you, everyone. Thank you for watching. Thank you for coming
25th.
by. And stay Carl and God bless everyone. Bye bye.